my great pleasure to present the Mark Gelfand Service Award for Educational Outreach to Kenya C. Dworkin, Associate Professor of Hispanic Studies. And to introduce Kenya, I'd like to welcome the Head of the Department of Modern Languages, Susan Lansky. Susan?
Thank you. This is a wonderful day. If Kenya Dworkin wore a real hat, or better we should say sombrero, for every one of the roles she plays in promoting educational outreach and service learning, she would need a very big closet or a bigger office. And we know a bigger office clearly would be a challenge around here where space is at a premium. Since joining the faculty at Carnegie Mellon in 1994, Kenya has demonstrated outstanding leadership in outreach education in her activities as a teacher, curriculum developer, advisor, internship supervisor, community partner, active citizen, and researcher. Kenya has offered 2 wonderful and creative courses that have allowed students to develop Spanish language skills, learn about Hispanic culture in the region, and carry out a research project while serving the local community. In one course, From Spain to Southwestern Pennsylvania, Immigrant Journeys, students helped document the traditions and history of the Spanish immigrant community in the mining region of Donora, Pennsylvania. This was a great opportunity for students to conduct oral histories and contribute to a cultural repository for the community in the form of a web page. In the other course, Hispanic Pittsburgh, students conducted ethnographic research, learned about this less visible population in our city, and worked in local community organizations. These courses have left deep impressions on our students, and here's one representative comment, and I quote, "Ultimately, Professor Dworkin has impacted my college experience at CMU significantly. I now see how my college education can help me to benefit others while developing my own skills simultaneously. She has also inspired me to consider a service-oriented career. I know that these experiences have shown me what I enjoy doing and the importance of serving within the local, national, and international community." Kenya's work as advisor and supervisor of group experience such as alternative break trips and of internships in schools and hospital clinics has also received high praise by students. One student wrote, "Her dedication is evident in the time and energy she devotes to helping her students find meaningful work in the community and crafting individualized programs that combine academics with action in unique ways." In addition to her teaching and supervisory activities, Kenya has dedicated enormous time and energy to building bridges across diverse populations of the greater Pittsburgh community. With colleagues Mariana Achugar and Felipe Gomez, Kenya has been instrumental in launching and cultivating El Círculo Juvenil, a weekend program for children of Spanish-speaking heritage and their families in Western Pennsylvania. Now in its 3rd year, this initiative has received support from the Gelfand Center, the Department of Modern Languages, and the Multicultural Arts Initiative. A parent of one of the children who has participated in the Círculo wrote about Kenya that her vision and love for Hispanic culture made this program a very successful one. "This is the program that our community needed, we hoped for so long, and thanks to her it is a reality." In the profession, Kenya promotes service learning nationally and internationally. One recent example is her presentation, "Learning from the Inside Out, Experiential Education, Community-Based Research, and Service Learning as an Integral Part of Higher Education," delivered at the University of Toronto Scarborough Center for Teaching and Learning. Kenya is an extraordinary model citizen whose contributions have made our university, our community, Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania, much richer. Mil gracias to you, Kenya. Felicidades. It's my honor to introduce the 2009-10 recipient of the Mark Gelfand Service Award for Educational Outreach, Kenya C. Dworkin. Yeah, I think so. That was a little too much. I'm smiling because obviously it would be impossible to be up here without the support of so many other people. I want to thank the president and the provost and the vice provost and Susan Polanski and the other nominators, and most of all, my students. I also want to thank my children for being here, Patrick, Carmen, and Eugene, and for a good friend and colleague of mine who came all the way up from Florida to be here, Dr. Juan Alvarado. And I need to thank Judy Hallinan and the Gelfand Center and Student Affairs, and there are many others who are colleagues, friends, and students. None of this would be possible if I weren't working in an environment like CMU that so treasures interdisciplinarity. And I feel really lucky for having come to work here in 1993. From the first time I got here, I realized that this was a place where many things were possible that I had never seen in the institutions where I had studied. So I have to thank people like Dick Tucker and Susan Polanski for being so open and supportive when I came to them with ideas about alternative break and service learning courses and internship courses. And for allowing me the flexibility to take on being a faculty advisor for alternative break, and for letting us do Circo. I want to thank all my Circulo colleagues as well, because the success of the program would not be possible without them. Susan's already described the kinds of projects that my students have undertaken. And so I guess I really want to get back to the issue of the students. This is where it really is at. The students have made all these initiatives an incredibly successful endeavor. It rests with them, these students who are a select group, not just because they're Carnegie Mellon students, but because they're Carnegie Mellon students who are also taking advanced courses and often majoring and minoring in Spanish, while they're going on and getting their degrees in many other disciplines that this university offers. And the students come from everywhere across the university. In typical CMU fashion, they take an idea, I facilitate an idea, a connection with a community person, offer a course, and they run with the idea. And they're the ones, really, who make it work. They excel in not only planning and executing their service projects, in creating and cultivating those relationships with the communities they serve, which are local and in foreign countries such as Peru, the Dominican Republic, on the US-Mexico border, in the post-Katrina region, and here in Pittsburgh. Not only here at school, but reaching communities as far down as Denora and Cannonsburg, as a matter of fact. They not only excel in planning and executing the projects, but the reflection projects that they produce as a result are gems. And I think I would love to publish some of them just so people could read them, because it's there where I feel the satisfaction and the opportunity that I'm affording them and supporting them in. The reflection project shows how they really do connect their academic studies and how they grow personally and civically and understand how all these pieces fit together. They make me really proud when I read the reflection projects. I have to admit, my eyes tear up, because sometimes they start out and they don't get it. They don't quite get it. And at the end of 15 weeks, they are incredibly aware of the value of what they've done and how much more of that they can do. I would like to say that I hope that more faculty on campus are inspired to get involved with facilitating and supervising service projects. Some of these projects are full courses, 9-unit courses. Some of them are 3-unit